This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. The title of this rant is The Blind Eyes of Our GOP Leaders. I see nothing. A take from Hogan's Heroes back in the 60s by Sergeant Schultz, if I remember correctly. The Republicans voted down this week a bipartisan commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection, clearly indicating that, yes, some of those individuals are being charged and they need to be charged, and justice needs to be sought to the greatest extent of the law. But they basically say, I don't see anything. I don't see any reason why we need to dig in any deeper to understand what's going on behind the scenes, what led up to it, what types of wheels of the government were manipulated, etc. Because they know that there is involvement of GOP people in this whole thing. And that's not only GOP elected officials, people behind the scenes in terms of lobbyists, in terms of operatives, etc., people in the Trump administration and Trump himself. And of course, the biggest part about all of this is they know that behind all of this is what led up to the insurrection on January 6th, from long before the election, when Trump basically said that if he didn't win, that the election was stolen from him, which perpetuated what we call the big lie, which is basically been used to perpetuate the fact that the election was stolen because of other people, meaning black and brown people. And this is what the GOP sees as their ticket to winning in 2022 and 2024, because they know that if they stay in line with Trump's voters and they keep them agitated about the other, they have a much greater chance of winning in 2022 and 2024. And it allows the GOP. It has allowed the GOP legislatures in some states basically to enact some very, very strong voter discrimination laws, basically to the point that we have an apartheid voting system in some of the states in the United States. Again, it is to perpetuate the big lie. It is to perpetuate that there was voter fraud, voter intimidation, ballot stuffing, and all that other kind of crap when there wasn't any of that kind of stuff. And it allows them to win the election in 2022 and 2024. And again, this is all, white racism, white rage against the others, white nationalism, basically so that there can continued to be minority rule here in the United States. And by doing that, they're doing two things. Is that will allow them, if they get the House and Senate in 2022, that in early 23 they will impeach Biden for whatever nefarious reason that there is out there, or if there is one in 2024, if Biden wins in 2024. That allow them to decertify, not certify the election if they have the House in 2024. So they are doing exactly what they need to do to perpetuate, basically a minority regime of white nationalists, etc., trying to stay in power. And it is the job of every Democrat to step up with this and to call them out on this and to get people to the polls, because we can't go along and agree with the Republicans saying, I see nothing, when behind the scenes they're trying to manipulate every lever of government to basically continue with minority white power rule.